to Cooking with Frankie Meatball. Today, I am going to make ribs, baby back ribs, two different ways. The first way, of course, we're going to rub it with Frankie Meatball's rub. Here on Cooking with Frankie Meatball.
This is Robbie D, aka Superman. Season 14, episode 1. I died soon, but I came back. That's why I got the beard and the long hair.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Chris Scott from Worst Bakers America, Season 2.
It's Louisa Sharamatian here, aka the Armenian Princess from Worst Cooks in America, Season 20. And you're watching Cooking with Frankie Meatball.
To rub it on meat, you get your ribs. You look at your ribs. See me, I like to trim them down. I see some fat. I like to trim it up a little bit, okay? I mean, you can leave that on. It's up to you. You need some fat, but this fat was just a little too tough. If you feel it, you'll know what I'm talking about. Okay, guys, there is a membrane that you want to take off on the ribs. It's kind of a rough getting it started, but once you grab it and start pulling it, it comes right off. See it right here? That membrane, you just want to pull that off. And make sure you get it all off. Pull that right off. See, it's coming right off. Boom. See, it's kind of like the if you feel it's like real thick, nothing penetrates this. The reason why you want to take this off of your ribs, so when you're smoking them or you're cooking your ribs, the smoke is penetrating through your meat. Okay? Now we're going to do the same thing with the other one. Alright, guys. You trim down your ribs the way you want. Like you can leave the fat on, like I said, but me, I'm a little schivato about the fat. And you gotta take that membrane off. Remember to take that membrane off. Okay, so now we did all that. Before I get into the Frankie Meatball rub, I made a special rub for my wife because she can't have the spices, okay? So what I'm gonna do, grab some salt, throw some salt on the front, just pat it in. Now when you put your rub on, some people use some mustard for like a glue or some olive oil. Me, I just let these sit out, let them get the room temperature, and then bada boom, bada bang, I set them up. And they get fresh hot butter popcorn all the time. Flip them over. We're gonna do the bottom first, okay? Me, I always rub my bottom first. Okay, some salt. You got the salt. The salt's good. The salt is good. Okay? Always keep a... Hey, look at that Frankie Meatball theme song right there, huh? Alright, guys, here we go. Okay, so the special rub is going to consist of some garlic powder, onion powder, and this herb de Providence. This is great on prime rib, and also I put it on pork ribs. It gives it like an Italian roast pork flavor to the ribs, which is really good. I mean, forget about it, right? So anyway, my buddy turned me on to this. Lyndon, thank you very much, from Canada. So anyway, we're gonna throw our garlic on. I like to put it in my hand. Okay? Don't be afraid of that garlic. Just pat her in, okay? Onion powder, right in your hand. Just, hey, look, dress it up. Alright, you're dressing her. She's not going to be naked anymore, huh? This, forget about it. Very nice. And again, this is the bottom. You really don't have to be too crazy with this. Okay, but you want your flavor on the bottom through and through. Okay, some people don't rub the bottom, but I love rubbing all my meats. Cover your meat. Don't be afraid. This is going to be the rub. This is all your flavor. And this is going to make a nice crust to it. 6 to 8 hours. All day. So if you want to eat early, you gotta start early, you know what I'm saying? Guys, this is an all-day thing, you know what I'm saying? Get your beer, get your movies, get your saucer kit if you're a hockey fan, get your swimming pool ready, whatever. This is gonna be an all-day thing, I'm telling you. You can't go nowhere, but you gotta stay home because every hour, 2 hours, you gotta check it, mop it, we'll get into all that. But here we go, back to the rub after I washed my hands because they were getting just a little too sticky. We got some garlic right there, huh? Some onion powder, bada boom, bada bang. Got some onion powder, right? Woo, look at that. Rub your meat, huh? Rub the meat. Alright, you got your onion powder on here, you got your garlic powder, you got your salt, kosher salt. If you want to put pepper, you put pepper. My wife can't have pepper, so I'm not doing pepper. You want to do pepper, you do pepper. Now, this. I'm telling you, smell it. Oh my God. This, don't be shy with this seasoning. Okay, don't be shy with your seasonings. You want, you want to rub it in real nice. Thank you, Linda, and this spice is a life changer, I'm telling you. Like that. Pat your meat, pat the seasonings into your meat, huh? Look at that. I patted the rub into my meat. That is your Italian style baby back rib. Hey, forget about it. Now, is what I like about barbecue ribs. I make this rub that will knock your Connie socks off. Like I'm telling you guys, forget about it. Frankie Meatball, rub it up. Rub it up, rub it up, rub it up, rub it up. Alright, here we go. I'm going to put it on the bottom. Look at that. Look at the beautifulness in that, huh? Always do your back first, guys, okay? You do your back first because the baby back rib. But anyway, get your rub here. Look at that, look at that. Boom. Fresh batch I just made. This is a fresh batch. I love it. Like I said, some people put they put mustard as like a glue, but you really don't need it. And always make sure your ribs are room temperature before you smoke them. Look at that. I like it all over. So what I'm gonna do, look at that. I'm gonna put it on the cotton board, right? I'm gonna put it on the cotton board. I'm gonna spread it down. All right, look. I'm gonna get it in there like that. Okay. You got your rub, your rib rub, red rum, rib rub, red rum, rib rub, red rum. Anyway, great movie. We're gonna put our ribs to the side. There's plenty of ways to keep your meats moist when you're smoking. Some people spray them with water, spray them with some vinegar, spray them with some apple juice. It depends what you're cooking, what you want to do. My thing that I like to do, I put a pan, you could put a pan in your smoker with water or beer. I did both. Also, I did, which I'm going to do today, I got a pan in there with fresh brewed iced tea and coffee. But make sure you have a pan in there to help with the moisture, keep the meat moisture. Also, another thing that I like to do is make a mop. See, it's a mop. To make a mop, there's plenty of different ways. What I like to do, you start off with your favorite barbecue sauce. Now, you open up your fridge and you're like, ah, man, I don't got no barbecue sauce. Do you run to the store and go buy some? No. Do you have A1 sauce and ketchup? Yes? Then boom, make your own, okay? Start out with some ketchup. It's a quick, easy boom, you know what I mean? Put some ketchup in there, okay? Now this is all you taste it, right? You want more ketchup than you do steak sauce though, okay? But you know, you put a little in, you taste it, put a little in, you taste, boom, bada bing, bing, bing. And then you add lib, you know? It's a quick, easy way to make your own barbecue sauce. I wanted to show you how to make a good barbecue sauce, but that's a little down the line. Today we're going to do our ribs. We're going to make a quick, easy barbecue sauce mop. Put some A1 in there. Boom. See that, guys? We got ketchup and A1 in here, okay? We start off with that. If you got a little whisk, which I like to whisk, and or a fork, whatever tickles your fancy. We'll just mix that, all right? I'm going to mix that together. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to add some Worcestershire. A couple drops of Worcestershire. You can throw some hot sauce in there too, whatever you want to do. Alright, we're going to whisk her in. I like to add some molasses into my quick barbecue sauce. And my homemade barbecue sauce too. You can use honey, whatever you want to do, but I like to use molasses. Alright? If you got liquid smoke, you put some of that liquid smoke in there. I'm telling you. Tell me that doesn't look like barbecue sauce, and see if it tastes like it. Yeah. You didn't even put seasonings in it. I've been milking this bottle of Carolina barbecue sauce forever, but I'm going to use the rest of it in here. Carolina barbecue sauce is more of a vinegar base, it's more loose. Which I found out when I checked out my buddy's store, saucy wings down there, huh? Now your mop, you want it to be loose, okay guys? You want your mop to be loose. Because you're not saucing your ribs with this. It's not like a barbecue sauce. You're just going to mop it to moisten up the meat so the outside doesn't get burnt. Whatever rub I'm cooking with is what I put in my sauce, in my mop. This way, I don't put something that fights against the rub. Okay, so I just put some of that rub in there. I told you, it's like a Frankie Meatball all-purpose seasoning, alright? What did I do? I put it in my buffalo sauce, I put it in my mouth, I put it on my ribs, I put it on everything, eh? Give it a little taste. Oh, that's beautiful. Drop of coffee. This is just off the cuff, guys. Now this time, if you're a beer drinker, you can put some beer in there and mix it in, get it nice and thin. Today, I'm going to add some Frankie Meatball Cola. Is that a thing? I don't know. Let's make it a thing, huh? This is going to add sweetness to the barbecue sauce. Just about nice and thin. Let's give it a taste. Oh my God, it's good. I'm just going to put another drop in, and that will be it. It's up to you. But you want this nice and thin. You want it nice and watery, okay? Because it's a mop. When you mop your floor with mud? No, you mop it with water. I love the way the soda hits the barbecue sauce and the spices. Oh yeah. I'm taking these bad boys to the smoker. Follow me now. Okay guys, here is my pellet smoker, okay? If you don't have a pellet smoker, no problem. If you have an offset, a vertical, you want to smoke your ribs at around 225. That's what I do, 225 for 6 to 8 hours, okay? You don't have a smoker? No problem. You got a charcoal grill? You put your wood on one side, okay? You put your ribs on the other side. Offset it, okay? And you want to keep, again, you want to keep a temperature of 225, 250. I like doing it at 225 for 6 to 8 hours. You got a gas grill? No problem. You buy one of those smoke boxes, you put it on one side, you put the little wood chips, you put it on one side, you put your ribs on the other side. Now when I do ribs, I like to either use mesquite or hickory. Today, I'm using hickory pellets. This is what I'm going to be using, okay? Now, one thing I like about pellet smokers is that it's a set it and forget it. If for a busy guy, it's always good to set it and forget it. And you get a perfect temperature all the time. If that's something that you're after, pellet smokers the way to go. They got electric smokers, they got all different kinds of smokers. Today, we're using the Traeger pellet smoker. Okay, guys. I got my smoker heated up. If you can see, here's my mixture of coffee and fresh brewed iced tea. Okay? So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the Italian ribs first and put them in the back. The Frankie Meatball ribs. Boom, look at that. Huh? Look at that. Check these ribs out, huh? 225 for 6 to 8 hours, okay? We're going to let this smoke for 2 hours, then we're going to come back and check it and mop it. So stay tuned here on Cooking with Frankie Meatball.
Hey, this is Kevin from PhillyRockRadio.com, and you're about to get cooking.
It's been just about 10 minutes over 2 hours. Let's see what it looks like. Nicey nice, huh? I'm coming in, I'm gonna spray the back one. You don't want, okay? Now I'm gonna mop this. See, look, it's a mop. See, it's like mopping the floor, huh? Mop it on, just like mopping the floor, guys, huh? If you're mopping it or espresso or whatever you do, you get in, you get out, because what you're gonna do is the temperature's gonna drop, okay? I'll see you back in another hour.
And you are now cooking with Frankie Meatball.
Now the ribs been cooking for 3 hours. Now we're gonna check them, spritz them, mop them. Let's take a look, guys, eh? I'm just gonna mop that. Okay? Now if you see that, it's starting to get a little too crisp. Look at these, a little too crisp, okay? Still soft to the touch. We're gonna let that cook for 1 more hour, and then we're gonna hit it again. I'll see you back.
It's Timmy Talk from Worst Cooks in America, Season 14.
It's been about 5 hours. We're on the 5th hour of cooking. I'm telling you, low and slow. Right now, we're at 215, okay? 215 for about 5 hours so far. Like I said, 225 is our, temperature. But let's take a look. Oh my God. Look at that. Huh? That's going to keep it nice. I'm not going to mop these. As you can see, it's still a bit wet, still a bit moist. Good. I'm going to let it go for another hour, and we'll be back. After the 5th hour, what I did was I bumped it up to 250 for the last hour. We're at the halfway mark of the last hour. I came out to see if I should hit it again with a mop, or if I should spray the other one. I'm going to spray the other one, and I'll see you back here in 30 minutes.
Hey, this is Johnny E from Philly Rock Radio.
All right, it's been 6 hours. Now it's time to eat. Here on Cooking with Frankie Meatball. Take a look at it, guys. Who says Italians can't barbecue? I don't see no pasta on my plate, huh? Those are finger-licking good ribs. We got your Italian rub. We got your Frankie Meatball rub. That's right, guys. Frankie Meatball, Frankie Meatball, Frankie Meatball, Frankie Meatball rub. Guys, we're going live on Facebook today for the closing. Guys, don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Like us on Facebook. And Chelsea, what do you got to say to these Facebook people and these people?
If you like what you saw, make sure to like and subscribe. Turn on that bell notification so you get notified when a new video comes out every Wednesday. And don't forget, check out PhillyRockRadio.com. Everything from the four fathers to the bad mothers of rock. Bad mothers of rock. They play my favorite, Mach 22, Rat Rod, Ozzy Osbourne, Twisted Sister, and lots more others.
That's right, guys. Thursday night, live with Kevin and Johnny E, guys. We're going to tell them?
Tell them.
We're going to tell you. Until next time. Forget about it, eh? It's a Frankie Meatball production.